Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Logan, and this channel is pretty random. If you've watched any of my videos, y'all know I post a few of my TikToks on here and just random vlogs about like my weight loss, my health journey, and stuff. But today we are changing it up because a video that I posted on TikTok about this case got quite a few likes and views and favorites and comments, and they want me to do basically a true crime video. So I am super excited about it. If you see any breaks in this video, I am still learning how to edit and stuff. I'm still working on it. I really want to make good YouTube videos, so bear with me. But
Morinaga case. The Glico morinaga case, also known as Metropolitan Designated Case 114, was a well-known extortion case in Japan.
so I threw that little YouTube clip in there because I don't want to say the name wrong, because I've been known to say it wrong in the past. So I read this case first when I was about 12 or 13, because this is a case back in the 1980s. It went on for like 17 months, and to this day, I mean, it is still unsolved. I love unsolved cases. Don't know why, I just do. So another name for this case is also the monster with 21 faces. They terrorized Japan pretty bad. It was kidnapping, extortion, and blackmail. And like I said, they never got caught, which is crazy to me because they left hints and stuff to the police officers and to the executives of these two candy industries that they completely ruined their business. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna start reading a little bit from the article that I got off the internet. This is probably not the most detailed article, but my personal article that I feel like I can read off of that. I'm not gonna be so super confusing. And so, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna read this part right here. It says, they demanded ransoms, kidnapping executives, and even slip boxes of cyanide laced candy into stores. That's pretty intense. I mean, you're basically wanting to poison everyone who comes to this candy store. Like, kids probably go to these candy stores, you know what I mean? So, and of course, I mean, they put it out, the letters that they got from this gang, they put it out in newspapers, but they didn't put a lot of detail. Basically, I think it was just telling the civilians, hey, don't go to this candy store because there's a possibility that it's laced with cyanide. So, anyways, it starts off with them kidnapping the executive of the first company, Glico, and two masked men had broken into the home of the president, Izaki, around 9 p.m., and they had tied up his wife and his daughter, and they dragged him naked from his bathtub. That sucks. You're enjoying a bath, and here comes two masked men coming to, you know, tie you up. It's crazy. And they had thrown the candy executive into the back of a car and sped off into the night. Like, they just took him and left. And they had demanded 1 billion yen, which is about 9 million today, and 220 pounds of gold bullion. And though he managed to escape before the company had paid his ransom, things just got worse because they had told this executive, hey, don't call the cops. He called the cops. And so they demanded more, was like, basically, like, hey, you told on us, so we're going to ask for more. So instead of just asking for an amount for your ransom, we're going to add in your 6 family members and ask for 6 times more. She's just insane to me. And what they had done, they had set fire to 6 of the cars at the factory. And then someone had sent the company a container of hydrochloric acid. And they, like I said, they had published papers in the police published some of the letters from the gang that they had sent to the police officers, basically tormenting them. And this is part of one of the letters. To the police fools, this was April 8th, 1984. Are you all stupid? What the hell are you doing with all that manpower? And they had left clues like the color of the car, where they bought their food, adding information, and they still could not catch them. And so they were like, "Oh, do we need to come take your the head of your police too?" Like they were like, "Y'all can't find us. This is crazy." The threats continued to get worse, and they had placed several packs of cyanide laced candy on store shelves. And so, how did the acid get into the candy? Well, following the May 1984 letter, panic erupted from Japan. The monster with 21 faces, they hadn't specified which candy they had poisoned. And so what happened is, so their profits got cut, they plummeted, and they even had to lay off like 1,000 workers. Yeah, 1,000 workers. Sorry, just double checking my information. But they never found the evidence. They never found the evidence. That's crazy to me. And so they the the gang seemed ready to abandon its torment. The president of Glico has already gone around with his head hanging down long enough. In our group, there's also a 4-year-old kid. Every day he cries for Glico. It's a drag to make a kid cry because he's deprived of the candy he loves. That just is crazy to me. They claimed they had a kid and he wanted the candy, but he couldn't get the candy because it was laced with acid. Oh, it's crazy. And so they were still like demanding money and stuff, of course, and they weren't giving it to them, they weren't complying. So they continued to send out letters and stuff saying that they had added some special flavor to the candy. And they explained that they had left 20 boxes in stores from Hakata to Tokyo filled with cyanide laced candies. But don't worry, they left a note on the boxes. Danger contains poison. You'll die if you eat this, the mystery man with 21 faces. Like, it's funny, but it's not funny. So, in short, 4 months, police in Japan did everything that they could to find the monster. As threats mounted against other companies, they examined hours of surveillance footage and even released audio of a woman and a child demanding money on behalf of the group, hoping someone could identify them, and no one did. I mean, they had left so many hints and stuff, and they just weren't getting it. It's crazy to me. The stress of the case was causing failure of the police, grew too much for the head of the Shiga Prefecture Police. Can't remember his name. He died after pouring kerosene over his head and set himself on fire. Wow, that's intense. And it says, we decided to give our condolence. The group said, we decided to forget about torturing food making companies. If anyone blackmails any of the food making companies, it's not us, but someone copying us. And they signed off. We are the bad guys. That means we've got more to do other than bullying companies. It's fun to lead a bad man's life. Monster with 21 faces. So the case is still unsolved. And today the statute of limitations has expired. So even if this gang revealed themselves, nothing the police can do. There's nothing. So yeah, so that is a crazy, crazy, crazy unsolved case. I hope to do more of these. I hope you enjoyed watching, and subscribe. And I don't know, go ahead and leave a comment of one of your favorite unsolved cases. Maybe I can do research on it and do a video on it. Let me know. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope this isn't the first and last episode of True Crime with Logan. All right, everyone, have a good day. Signing off. Bye.